If you are living in Dubai during summer, you have to clean your AC. I don't know who needs to hear this, but during summer, all of us are literally under ACs 24/7 almost. These ACs are working overtime and they tend to get extremely dirty. Dubai is a desert, and in general, there is always so much sand around outside. You may not see it with your naked eyes, but there is always so much sand in this desert. That's why, even in a couple of days, when you're cleaning around your house, you'll find it really dusty. So your ACs are working overtime. We breathe through the ACs only. So if you're not cleaning your ACs, some of you who are living in compact spaces, 100 people, okay, 100 is a little bit too much, but so many people in one room, but no one has ever even dared to check how the AC looks. The ACs are extremely dirty in Dubai. I cleaned my AC a couple of days, okay, not a couple of days, exactly a couple of months ago, and I checked it yesterday and the AC was extremely dirty. I was so surprised because when I cleaned it the 2 months ago, that was like the very first time I tried to clean it ever since I started living here, and I thought, oh, it has not been cleaned in a very long time. I thought it had not been cleaned in maybe 2 years, and that's why it was so dirty. Turns out it gets really dirty every couple of months, and if you don't clean it, it stays very dirty. That's why you find yourself getting sick. When it becomes winter, or when it is tending towards winter, people tend to get very, very sick. And I'm trying to think right now that maybe the dirty ACs are part of the problem. You need to clean your AC every couple of months. Well, I know my AC is quite, a big one and an old kind of design, but I'm pretty sure every AC is doing almost the same thing. They're all bringing in air and filtering some of the air to take it outside. So it means all these ACs are collecting dust in some type of way. And when you look at the AC filters, you realize that they are covered in dust. I was so, should I say scared? I was kind of scared when I saw the amount of dust that was in the AC after a couple of months after cleaning it, because in my head I thought it would take at least a year before all that dust collects into the AC. I'm pretty sure there are some people who get their ACs cleaned maybe every month or every couple of months, but my advice specifically goes to people living in bed spaces. I lived in bed spaces for a long time, and I can tell you, not once did I see someone clean the AC. Were they cleaning it specifically when I wasn't around? Because if no one was cleaning the ACs, it explains a lot of the issues that we got. Sneezing, allergies, and flu every time, especially during winter. And I know when it comes to winter, you might grab your flu from so many places, but the AC is definitely not helping. So my great advice today is that please clean your AC. And after you do that, clean around your room as well. Dust off everything, touch everything, go under the bed, on top of every surface, because that also never happens in bed spaces, unfortunately. People don't clean when it comes to bed spaces. People never clean like under the beds. You find if you move into a place, or when someone moves out from a place and you look maybe under their bed or around their bed, it's usually so dusty. And these are rooms without windows, without those ventilators that are usually left in houses, whereby they can bring in air and take air outside and bring in some dust as well. These are places where the only air coming into the room is coming through the AC. And you find there is so much dust under the beds. And I know maybe there's some dust that comes in, on people are shedding off skin, which is more disgusting, right? Skin is gotta be more disgusting than desert dust. So please do clean under your beds, clean everywhere. A cleaning culture needs to be developed among the people living in bed spaces. It's bad enough that you're having to share space with so many people. It is bad enough. It's unnatural, really. It is unnatural. I don't care who says what. This world is too big, too huge. This land itself is too huge for people to be compacted in rooms like that. It is so unnatural to me, and that is my honest opinion. But it is what it is. It is what it is. It is the culture of the land. We don't have to make it so. But since this is what the kind of life we are living, let us clean our spaces. It is gonna be a non-negotiable. To some extent, these are the things that are within our means. I tend to advise people that some of the psychological torture that you might feel when living in a shared space, when living in a bed space, comes from the mere fact that you've never cleaned the space that you live. Leave alone your little space, your little bed, your little under the bed or around your bed. I'm talking, if you've never cleaned around the kitchen, you're never going to feel comfortable cooking in that kitchen. If you've never cleaned around the bathroom, the washroom, you're never going to feel really comfortable around that washroom. Because let me tell you, some places are clean, but there are some things that are stained forever. I'll give an example of my own bathroom. Every time I host someone, I tend to tell them that, okay, this place, I know what it looks like, but it is clean. And sometimes I even give them a demonstration. If they are staying over, I'll get a scrubbing brush and I'll scrub around the patches that are permanent stains to show the person that, hey, I clean this place. It is clean. Just the patches, they won't go away no matter what I use. But technically, it is a clean space. You can feel comfortable around this place. And when you when you're living in a shared space, you find yourself tiptoeing around every single patch that you see because you don't know if it is clean or not. Actually, you just assume it is dirty. You just assume, oh, it's gotta be a stain. It's gotta be urine. It's gotta be something disgusting. But if you took the time to clean at least once, you will iron out what is a permanent stain and what is a permanent patch and what isn't. So the next time you see what isn't, you just avoid it. But the reason you're feeling so uncomfortable, the reason you never feel at home is partly, of course there are so many reasons, partly is because you've never cleaned. I do encourage cleaning, apart from all the other benefits that cleaning has on personal psychology, because it is very therapeutic. This is an exercise that is far from what we do on a daily, which is bury ourselves into our phones, into our computers. Cleaning is very therapeutic. So it has so many benefits and you should absolutely do it. I hope I've encouraged someone. I hope I've at least given you an idea, an insight on what you might be feeling and experiencing from living in a shared space. As for me, I was so shocked about the AC. That really, really shocked me. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.